beginning of the season and favorites, I had Ole Miss and Georgia. I thought that was who's going to be in the SEC championship game. I got half of them right, so that's got to count for something. For contenders, I had Missouri, LSU, Tennessee, Alabama, Texas, and Oklahoma. We'll talk about my results in a second. Midland, I had Carolina, Auburn, Kentucky, Texas A&M. Dogwater, I had Florida and Arkansas, and then just plain awful, I had Vanderbilt and Mississippi State.
You're right
Pretty
on one of
similar to
them.
what, yes, I am. I got, if you put the 50 and 50 at the top and the bottom together, I got 100%.
That's right.
As far as how we wrapped up, and I'm not being a homer here, I think at the end of the season, I think the favorites are Texas, Georgia, and Tennessee. All three made the playoff. Granted, Tennessee didn't look great in their playoff game, but they still made the playoff, and that by itself, I feel like, is an achievement. So it is what it is. Texas gets all the way to the semifinal game. Georgia runs into a pretty apparently tough Notre Dame team, so it is what it is. As far as contenders, Carolina's moved up a little bit. Texas A&M's moved up a little bit. I put Alabama at contenders, but I kind of wanted to drop them to Midland because I just feel going into next season, I don't know if we're going to see drastic improvement from what we saw this season, especially with Milroe leaving to go to the NFL. And like we said through most of the game, or most of the games this season, who else has Bama got right now aside from Jalen Milroe? And they got the 17-year-old who plays wide receiver. We got that. You're muted, by the way, Jesse.
I was saying he's 17.
He's 17. He's
He'll
first
be
17.
18 next year. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
God. And so I kind of put them back at that contender spot, but I really wanted to drop them to Midland. So I actually, Jesse, what'd you do here? I may actually adjust that. We'll see how we feel when we make these tiers again come the summer. Jesse, what are you doing to me here, kid? All right, there we go. Ole Miss at contenders. Again, Ole Miss had a pretty good one as well this season. As far as Midland goes, I had Arkansas in the Midland spot. Again, a decent, okay-ish season for Pittman and crew. Florida also at that Midland spot. And when you think about that, all of us had them at just plain awful. They've definitely moved up. Definitely some improvement. Sunbelt Billy got it done this season. I know we give the Florida heck, and all three of us kind of reveled in the fact that Florida was struggling. But when you look at the body of work for the season, you can't say that Napier didn't do a good job. Missouri dropping a little bit of regression. That's a big word here on Pigskin and Pageantry. We love that word, regression. We use it all the time. Drinky's dropped off a little bit. Maybe it had something to do with the t-shirt thing. I guess they didn't practice toughness Tuesday and circle the wagon Wednesday, and I'm gonna talk a bunch of junk to the student section Thursday, and I'm gonna yell expletives at the mascot on Friday. I guess Drinky got busy. Anyway, so they dropped back a little bit. Vanderbilt moving up into that Midland category, I think, is a step in the right direction for that program. Going to be very interested to see what they look like next year, especially as Diego Pavia gotten that extra year of eligibility already. Yes. So he's going to be back. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what that looks like. LSU at that Midland spot too, because I feel like they're kind of on the same level as Bama. I really wish I'd put Bama in that Midland category. I just don't know if LSU's got the coaching and I just feel like they should be so much better, and they're not. And Notre Dame fans are not sad to see LSU sitting at home this time of year. As far as Dogwater goes, I'm super disappointed with how Auburn's looked the last two seasons. When Hugh Freeze got hired, I thought, oh, well, here we go again. Auburn's about to be really good. That has not materialized. We're still waiting on that. Maybe picking up some people in the portal will make a difference. Because didn't Hugh Freeze just get somebody big out of the portal a couple days ago? I seem to remember that was some news. Anyway, it's not really relevant to this season, but it'll be interesting if they can finally get that together. But unfortunately, due to the losses and the way they lost this season, they're in that Dogwater category. Oklahoma too, because God help you did not have a healthy Oklahoma team.
Jackson Arnold, by the way, is who you're thinking of.
Thank you. That's who it was.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see. Again, Hugh was missing a quarterback. There's you a quarterback. Oklahoma also in that category. I don't foresee them getting out of that category over the summer and over the spring. It'll be interesting. But I think they're going to be stuck there for a minute, unfortunately for them. And then just plain awful is Kentucky. I don't even know where to start with Kentucky. Kentucky doesn't make sense to any of the three of us. You could consult the Stars, and the Stars would be confused about Kentucky. I don't know what's happened to Kentucky football. I'm a little sad about it, to be completely frank, because I have a soft spot in my heart for Kentucky football.
They need a new quarterback too.
Yeah, yes, they do. And I don't know if they went and got one. Santa did not bring them a shiny new quarterback. Brock Vandagriff's retiring from the game of football, so womp womp. And then Mississippi State, God help them. It is what it is, and there's nothing you can do except kind of hope that maybe next season will be better. If you're a Mississippi State fan, like Emily, our friend Emily, we talked to at the beginning of the season, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about it, but I'm sure she would probably agree they were just not very good this season. So that's kind of where my tears end up.